cooking our food around one place or one part. Look how we can try it. Shelly over there with our
I got all kind of stuff here.
Shelly's.
I got some really special hair items that I want to let them know how it did.
Toni, let's see if your talkaphone is working. Say something over there.
We here, Blair Flair, all day, every day. Jerk
right.
tacos.
So we don't say it.
Pillow Talk. Thank you for having me.
This is the first we're having a chef on board. First, we're having a chef live. I'd even cooking the food live. We tell us, Shelly, we have live sitting, you know. We tell us we have live strip or strip.
I'm excited too, and I can smell it. As soon as she took it out the bag, I started smelling the food. It wasn't even cooking yet, and I could smell how good the food
Your belly
smelled.
wanga, that man tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not just because I've been like eating healthy. Like that food smells good. I'm excited to taste it.
So,
Yeah, so
God.
are we live?
Yeah, we're live,
Yes.
we're live.
Yeah, so can I explain about my tacos?
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead. Right now, people, it's Toni, and she's going to tell us about her. Go ahead, Toni. You have the floor.
So, I've been cooking for years. I've been cooking for plenty of people for years. I love to cook. It's a passion of mine. I love to do it. I put on my music and I cook with love, and I just love to cook. So, a year ago, I said, hey, let me get back out into it and figure out a niche. And a niche for me was tacos. I love tacos. But, so Jamaican people don't really like taco like that, right? Because they want to make sure I say it cook right and all these things, right? So for me, I cook my taco shells. So my taco shells are fried, but they're jerk tacos. So my food truck that's coming July 2022 is a jerk taco station. So I have jerk pork, jerk chicken, jerk beef, jerk shrimp, jerk lobster, jerk salmon. That's my niche for my food truck.
My mouth is watering already.
And it's so good. It's not too hot. So when you say jerk, a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's hot. It's not.
Right.
I have different sauces that you can put on it to, enhance your particular
The flavoring.
sauce flavor or your heat
Right.
flavor or whatever. So that's what I really like to play off of, on top of the fact that my shells are cooked and fried.
So where's the truck gonna be stationed?
I don't necessarily have a station at this point. I'm kind of looking at behind Caribbean Sunshine Bakery, where they have the car wash. But I'll be playing at different places. So once I get up and running and I get all of my stuff in lines, then I can really pick and choose where I want to have my truck. It won't necessarily be stationed in one particular place until I get another. And that's another goal of mine, is to have more than one. But once I get this one up and running, definitely my goal is to have it behind Caribbean Sunshine Bakery. Big up pizza, because you support me 100% in everything that I do. And as long as
Remember,
I've
said
been
the fans
doing
them right
this,
in front of you, Our fans them. Right, yeah. Yeah, our fans them, so. That's your fans them. Our fans them.
I ain't even worried about that. I only got to go. But
Peter, big up yourself, General. Yeah.
big up yourself.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, well, there's like 300 people watching you on this one, so you want to be paying attention to this one
you
here.
support me in so many ways, and that's what's important. That's why I asked, like, what's the basis of our conversation tonight? Because the support of people are important. And what I've grown to learn, being a promoter, being a chef, doing a lot that I do, is people associate support with going to your event or going to your party. I can support you without going.
Right.
I can really love what you're doing without being able to go to what you're going to.
Right.
Or what you're having. Like, I have a 5-year-old daughter, so for me, going to a party at 1 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
I don't really want to do that.
Right. Right.
I got a baby.
Right.
I don't want to do that. That doesn't mean I don't support you. That doesn't mean I don't wish you well. It just means I cannot come out my house at 1 a.m. to go to an event at a venue I really don't feel secure at.
Right.
And, so I'm going to choose to stay at home and focus on things that are going to be lucrative for me.
Right.
Things that are going to bring me a residual income. Things that are going to support me and my family. And that's what I want to focus on. So I feel like, sometimes we confuse support a lot of different ways. And we can't do that. Everyone has different lives and different things that they love. For me, I'm a promoter, but I love to cook. And I cook with passion and I cook with feeling. And that means so much more to me than, again, spending $40, $50 to, buy a ticket to go to somebody's club in a place that can't secure my coming home.
Right.
You know? So you really gotta think about those type of things, and you gotta be realistic about things.
Well, do you think it has something to do with? I mean, you've been there and done that.
Yeah.
Right. So you're a promoter. We people, if you never know, we keep ready Wednesday night.
What, 2008?
We did it for years. Right. So we've even switched venues. We saw different things happen in the venues. We saw it all. Right. So we did that. You went on to being a promoter of artists. You were doing a lot. So you've been in the club for years. So at the end of the day, if you, So at times, if you want to step away for a little bit, you step away. You do what you have to do, because at the end of the day, it's your life. All right, so I'm so glad to see me get the first one. You see it?
That's not fair.
Because Shelly would never allow me to get anything first. So I got this is beef, right? Jerk chicken. Jerk chicken taco, people. See that? We get jerk chicken tacos. She's on called the jerk diet.
What? Don't listen to him. I don't want anybody listening to him. Okay, I gotta take it. Oh, this is one for him, one for me. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, good.
Take out the braces, take out the gum, take out the retainer, take out whatever you need to take out.
Okay, here we go.
I need the Gordon Ramsay review. Yeah.
You can put it on me now.
So may I try it? What are we try it, huh?
Okay. I heard a smack.
So we can taste the season.
Can I get another paper towel so I can just make sure my,
You're good, man.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I can taste the heat in the chicken already. Mm-hmm. Can I taste it?
I taste it. So I taste, like this is like so much flavor. Mm-hmm. This is not like, you just make a taco at home, you just throw some. There's a lot of different flavors. Cilantro?
Mind you, there's no cheese. Mm-hmm. This is a dairy-free taco. So there's no cheese, there's no milk, there's no anything in your regular taco.
So why is there no cheese on it? Because tacos normally have cheese.
I mean, you have a lot of people who are
lactose. And they run their belly. Nobody want to run their belly in the middle
Nobody want to run their belly. So you have a lot of people who are lactose. Okay. One. Mm-hmm. So I try to figure out a way to make it flavorful without cheese, without milk, without sour cream, without all of those things, Right. So I make a mango salsa. My mango salsa is with cilantro. See how I said that like I was Spanish?
And I tasted the cilantro. That was the first thing.
The cilantro, scallion, and mango with lime.
Scallion pan it?
Scallion pan it,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't want to give them all your
No. And then I have a slaw, a coleslaw with it, yeah. And then unlike, Taco Bell and all those places, I fry my taco shells. So it brings that crisp. And then I have my own sauces, which I would never tell.
Oh my God.
So you can do what you do.
No, but I can see it when I look at it on your page. I've seen how good it was. Like I can see, and it tastes just as good, even better than it looks.
Thank you.
So we're eating here tacos on the shore. Tony, all right. So I've forwarded and tried it. You had the chicken, you had the beef and the
Chicken,
fish.
beef, salmon, shrimp.
Right.
I'm gonna add so much more.
So
Lamb,
So me not gonna lie.
lobster.
The fish, wicked. Me not gonna lie.
And what kind of fish is it?
Yes.
No, but what kind of fish is it?
You did salmon.
So I forward and I carried some to my family.
Yeah?
So I buy a couple of them.
Yes.
And I say, and I make some fish, some tacos. So try a different one of them. And the fish gone like that. I said, brother, I want to take the one home me like. I said, no man, I eat that. So I'm telling you, continue with that and the rest of them.
Yes, absolutely.
But that, great. I was hoping he was bringing that. But it's all right. This
Pretty
tastes good
chicken,
too.
yeah.
But they call this, what is this, like a mudbang? What's that called, right?
That's chicken. That's
No, the name of, when you eat in front of the camera, it's called a mudbang.
Oh, I wouldn't know that. You guys
Yes.
would know that.
When you eat and critique the food in front of a camera, it's called like a mudbang. Yes, and this is great. This is really good.
Great job. Great
Thank
job.
you. Thank you very much.
So where I eat it, so it must be good.
And there's
Down to the last drop.
So how much pound people can expect to gain when you don't eat this?
No pounds.
No pound.
No pounds. It's healthy. It's all
Healthy food.
fresh.
All fresh.
I mean, the most you can really think about is the shell itself.
Okay.
But again, it's not that.
A lot of
good.
people nowadays are trying to watch their cholesterol.
Absolutely, which is why I don't put dairy in my tacos. Because dairy brings
another
most
reason.
of the fat, and I don't have anything other than the taco shell itself that brings the fat.
So you said you started this a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I've been meal prepping and cooking for years.
Years. And you just decided that this is the time. And you started when COVID was going on, right? So
I had to think of something that was conducive for me having a daughter. What can I do to make money having a kid and still being able to, spend time? And luckily, my daughter likes to cook too. My daughter's a chef in her own right.
I saw that,
This is
yeah.
Kobe, she loves to cook. So I had to think of something that I can interact with her with and still do me and make a money, yeah? So cooking was that. Like, I love to cook. You got to think of those things that make you feel good, and those
Right.
there's nothing that can stop you from doing music. There's nothing that can stop me from cooking. And I love it. I listen to music while I cook. You probably eat some food while you play music.
Right.
So all those things play hand in hand with each other. So you have to think of, what do I love to do? What makes me feel good while I'm doing it? And how can I make money off of it?
Right.
Period.
Right.
to the question is so you started this now. Did you talk to anyone about partnership when you got going or anything, or did you just said I'm going to do it on my own?
I didn't talk to anyone about partnership, and though sometimes partnership is important, when you love something, keep it for yourself.
Yeah.
And do it for yourself. You can get advice from people, but it's not always okay to have everyone into your own hobby, your own lifestyle, your own goal. We want to keep things private, and I feel, or what I've learned being a promoter, doing things that I've done, is sometimes you gotta, picture what you want for yourself and keep it to yourself. And that's how you goals.
So give us why Blair.
Blair Flair, of course.
Yeah.
My last name is Blair.
Right, we know that.
And I want to give my own flair on what I do. I had a toss between the different Flairs. Flair.
So it was always just Flair.
Yeah.
So as soon as you started, you said Blair Flair is it, and you didn't want to continue with the Blair Rich thing. You just want
Blair Rich is my promotional company.
Right.
Blair Flair is my catering.
Okay.
So I keep my name in everything that I do, but there's a difference in everything that I do. So Blair Rich is my promotional company. Blair Flair is my catering company. You already know I have Don't Touch Me, which of course doesn't have a Blair or anything in it, but that's my nonprofit. So I keep everything that I do kind of separate. So whoever is learning about the different entities of my business can know the difference. You know?
Okay.
So you were going to the high school, or I don't know if it was high school or some type of.
It was the Harbor House. I was going to the Harbor House, which is a shelter for abused women and children. And I would go and we'll feed them and we'll bring clothes and we'll have someone who would do resumes and someone who can provide daycare, someone who would do haircuts and, soft styles, stuff like that for, abused women and children, which is something that's very dear to me. But again, that's another offspring of so many things that I love to do. And that's what I like to tell people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pay attention to what is important to you and what can come out of you naturally. And when it comes out of you naturally, then you're going to present to the people naturally.
Right.
And that's what people gravitate to. Once they feel like, yo, this is real. Like, I feel her. Like, you're really selling yourself when it comes to these type of things. But of course, you want to make sure that your product is great too. But when you're selling how thankful and how grateful and how loving you are towards these type of things that you do, that's how people are receptive to it and how you build the most revenue.
So
Period.
going back to the cooking business that you're going into now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you normally did do it on Tuesday, and I guess it was Taco Tuesday was the idea, right? I guess something like that. Are you looking to do this every day, or is it just the Tuesday alone?
In December, I purchased a food truck.
Okay.
I purchased a food truck that needs some work. It'll be done in June. So in June, I will have a jerk taco food truck station. And I'll be able to.
So it'll be every day.
It will be weekend. I mean, I don't know what the schedule will be at this point because I do have a 9 to 5. 7 streams of income is the best way to make the most that you can.
Correct.
So I'm not going to take away from that. I'm in property management. I manage a community in Millennia. So if you need an apartment and a place to stay, hit me up. But if you can't afford more than $2,200 a month for a 2-bedroom, I can for you. But again, you just got to think of different ways to be successful.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
And-
but you're gonna be, like I said, you'll be opening up. You'll be doing that on your time now. So I don't know a lot of people that will be really like most of the people that we know. Just speaking for right now, most people I know, they like the jerk chicken, the rice, and that type of nightly meal.
But once they taste those tacos,
No, I'm not saying that they're not great. I'm just saying that what timeline are you looking to do this? Because
think about it.
Won't be more
every single night. Okay, when you go out, you want oxtail and you want fish and you want to see something
At that
every
time of
single
night,
time
that
you go out
heavy
at
food
them time of night.
is really
I don't
like-
want no rice.
Right.
At 4 a.m.
Right.
Okay. I don't necessarily want a burger or go to McDonald's or Checkers or whatever those type of night. But if I can get something like this that's nice and fresh,
Fully and still light,
but can fill me up, I'll grab 3 tacos and go home and be okay.
Yeah.
Right, and I agree. So I'm saying is that the
Absolutely.
the time, because the time now that's the time when those people, the vendors are there.
Now,
From
I'm
Friday,
not
Saturday, Sunday.
necessarily trying to appease just the Jamaican crowd.
Right.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I will lose a lot of money just focusing on that.
Right.
I'm looking at these festivals that are downtown. I'm looking at these food truck stations that are in Kissimmee and in Lake Nona and those type of places. Like, I want the masses to know good Jamaican flavor, but it's not your typical Jamaican food. Right?
Right.
So if I can give you that jerk flavor with so many different meats and seafood and stuff like that, and still you don't feel bad about what you're eating at 2 a.m., then that's okay. But again, I'm trying to please the masses.
So-
I want to cook for the people who have lunch at 12
Right.
and want a taco. I want those people who want dinner at 6 and just want tacos for their family. And I also want those people who are leaving out of the club at 2 a.m. and just want something light and nice and just go to your bed and don't feel crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is a safe haven.
Right.
I feel like it's a flavorful and I just feel like it's safe and it's good.
Right.
And
I would agree.
it can appeal to the masses, not just Jamaican people, but white people, African people, Indian people. It has the right amount of flavor, the right amount of spice, the right amount of everything. Like,
But they can order your food too. Like even without the truck, they can say, "I
sliders and I want this and I want that." We customize the meal together, and I give you exactly what you want. If it's something I can't do, I'm very happy with saying I can't do this, but I can find someone who can, and we get it done. Period. But everything I do is custom, apart from the tacos. But yeah, again, I just love what I do. I love what I do. Just same way I love promoting with you, Ting. You know, I love it. But I took a break from that for particular reasons. And if we want to have a whole nother talking about that, we can go into it. But you know,
What about managing? Are you still managing?
I'm not. I feel like managing people is very hard because I can't control a person. And with managing, you want to set certain goals. You want to set certain perimeters. You want to set certain things that that me as a manager knows is going to be in their best interest. An artist is their own person. And they know what they want for themselves. So what I want for that artist may not be what they want for themselves, and that's okay.
Right.
But for me, I chose to put that aside because I want what's best for me too. And I have a 5-year-old, and that's the only person right now that I need to manage. I can't manage a grown person. I can't change you. You are in your own realm.
Right.
So for that respect, you know, I stepped away from that. Now, booking and consulting, absolutely. I'll tell you whatever I can tell you. I will, you know, put you in the likes of whoever I can put you in the likes of. I will, you know, give you the best advice that I can. But for me to be solely in charge of your direction, I don't want to do that anymore. So I stepped away from that.
What's the hardest lesson you've learned on a journey, this whole journey and everything?
You cannot control people. That's the biggest lesson. You cannot control people. And you cannot stress over what you can't control. And a lot of people take things on their head to where they feel like, oh, yes, you can't do this, you have this.
Right.
But really don't when it involves another human being because they have their own vision for themselves. They have their own likes for themselves. So, and you can't be mad at that either, you know? You as a person, Shelly, you know what's good for you.
Right.
You know what's best for you. You know what you want. I can come and say, you should do your podcast this way, or you should do it this way. You should talk about this, you should talk about that. And you can take what I'm saying, but you don't have to do what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I stepped away from that, knowing that I can't control people. And I don't want to control people.
Right.
I don't want anyone to control me. I want everyone to be their own person and do what they truly want to do. So for me, I can only advise what I feel will help you. But I can't manage anybody. And I stepped away from managing.
So, Toni, are you dating?
Am I dating? I am definitely dating.
So when you decide you're going to look into somebody and they seem attractive, would you be the first one to say, hey, you want to go out on a date?
I've been forward in that way. Like, hey, what's up? I would love to.
And
go
so
on a
if
date
he
with
says,
you.
yeah, I'll go out, who do you think should pay?
I'm the type of person, I don't mind paying. I always have myself set up to be able to pay. But do I expect the man to
Right.
pay? Of course I do.
So you would pay for the first date?
I would pay for any date.
So what are the basic things?
Well, is that she said she doesn't mind paying.
Right.
You have your money for pay.
I will
But
always
let's
have my
say
money.
him don't pay up on the first date. With the situation that just occurred. So you ask, I say, hey, what go on? And him say, yeah, man.
Can I have a drink?
Absolutely. Let's get
Yeah.
Tony and a drink.
Yeah. Remember, so that's a drop off, you know.
What's gonna drop off?
Yeah. So
B.
you say yes, no. You go out now. And him decides, say, boy, Ray, and then you end up having to go pay. You're going to feel a way about going forward with him because of the whole situation that he
I
should
would
pay?
definitely feel away because I feel like a man that's trying to court a woman should be prepared. I feel like a man should be prepared. La 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 la.
So a man should
I feel like he should be prepared to court a woman, and he should be prepared.
Even though it's
to
you the
pay.
one that made the forward step to him, even though it was your idea to go on a date, even though it was, I'm just saying, yes.
I mean, I wouldn't approach a man that I didn't feel wasn't into me too.
Okay.
You know, it will have to be a mutual thing. But if I say, okay, first date, hey, let's go here, let's do this, I wouldn't mind paying. But in my mind, would I expect him to do so? Absolutely.
Okay.
And if he didn't, then I would look at it a little bit differently. Like,
So
oh, I go on this.
is an issue with the next going forward then?
Yeah.
Okay, so either way, just step to the guy, boom, boom, bang, him say yeah, make sure you pay. That me. Go ahead, next question.
So while dating,
Pass.
not really dating, while you're browsing,
Browsing.
what date? You have this, and so I think we can go on a date. We can go to a movie or go to eat dinner.
Stability and
Stability, like a permanent, like a job.
I mean, you don't have to have a job to be stable, but you have to have something about yourself to where you have something in line
With income.
residually.
Right.
Yeah. Whether you have a family or whether you know, whatever you have, you just have to have, you have to be goal oriented. For me,
Right.
you have to have some goals. Or if you know, you have to have something set. This is where I'm trying to go. This is where I want to be. This is what I'm aiming towards. This is what I'm
Right.
doing. Like you have to have some substance to yourself. And if you don't, we really don't have much to talk about. You know?
So do they have to have a car?
Absolutely. You have to have a car. You cannot live
Valid
with your
driver's
mother.
license.
You cannot be relying on anyone else.
Right.
Definitely wouldn't be able to date anyone who's
Right.
reliant on another person. No way, no how.
So, we did have a question that came in. So someone called, or they emailed, or DM, whatever you want to call it, and said their friend is friends with an enemy. Can they still be friends? Her friend. If her friend is friends,
Let's not go junk you, so just take time with it.
if her friend is friends with her enemy, could she still be friends with her friend?
Come again.
So she said, let me go back to it exactly. So she,
Call
Yeah.
her.
Ca-
You
ca-
can
me-
call her.
I mean, know
we
the
could probably
question.
try to call her.
I remember the question.
Call her.
So
Okay,
the
go ahead.
question was the fact that the mother have said, you have a best friend. You have a best friend.
My best
Your
friend.
best friend. She is friends with another lady.
Okay.
Okay? That lady does not, you two fell out in the past. You guys don't get along anymore.
I
But
can
that was
relate.
her friend also.
Right. I
So
can
you,
relate.
so you guys are basically, so she's saying that, so the issue is that Shelly was saying that you can no longer trust that friend in giving some information to her. So she's saying the question again was, would you be friends with her anymore? Because she's keeping up with a friend that you just can't get along with.
Right.
That's very, very serious because I cannot expect my friend to stop a relationship that they already have with someone because of our situation. I can't expect them to do that.
Right.
Now, will I expect them to, know how to differentiate the two friendships, absolutely. Don't invite me where she at. Don't talk about me to her. Don't whatever. Am I gonna expect my friend to do that? Absolutely. But I can't say you can't be her friend anymore. That's selfish. And
So what if she's in a situation that was a glorious situation to you? You know, so something great happened to you. Let's say your first grand opening of the catering on wheels now.
okay.
Now you're the first event you had now, and she says to the friend, "Hey, you know that Toni Ann is having her friend." No, should she just keep it to herself, or can she tell the person?
You could tell the person, but she don't gotta come. You
So
can
she
tell her
doesn't
whatever
need
you
to be
want to
there.
tell her, but you don't gotta be there. Absolutely not. On my grand night, why would I want somebody there that I got a negative
But is
vibe
it okay
with?
if she tell her where it's happening and at?
Tell her. Tell her whatever you want to tell her. But she don't need to show up. You can tell her whatever you want to tell her. But you don't got to come. And as the person who you know I don't fuck with you like that, I wouldn't expect you to show up. You know? And if you do show up, I'm going to look at it as you're trying to antagonize me.
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So have you ever talked to a man that had a wife?
I definitely talked to a man who had a wife.
And if the wife called you, would you tell the wife everything?
I did.
If.
No, she said she did.
No, I said I spoke
that
to a
doesn't mean
man
she
who had a
called.
wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can only speak on what I've been through.
Right.
So, yes, I talked to a man who I found out after the fact had a wife. And what I can say to him is, thank you for telling me the situation. But going forward, I don't want to hear about her if I decide to move forward with you.
No, but if she calls you, are you going to tell her everything?
I won't. I will. I would redirect her to her husband.
Right.
It's not for me to tell you. It's for him to tell you.
So you wouldn't cover it up like, no, we're friends.
I think you need to have this conversation with your husband.
Right.
I think you need to have this conversation with your husband. I'm not going to deny or not deny, but you need to have this conversation with your husband.
So Toni, you went to my favorite place. Oh, not my favorite place, but my destination place. Dubai! How was that?
It was amazing.
Really? So it was like, how many days did you stay?
I stayed for a week.
And how long was the flight?
The flight was 14 hours.
And so, like, what do you do? Lead us start from the beginning. So you get on the plane.
When you travel to a destination like that, like I flew Emirates. I was on the flight. Flight is 14 hours. Within those 14 hours, you're getting breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack.
Real meals, not
You
like
can drink liquor the whole time.
they giving it to you. You don't have
Giving
to pay.
it to you free. You don't gotta pay for nothing.
Okay.
They give you a pillow. They give you a blanket. They give you the mask to sleep. They give you hand sanitizer. They give you a toothbrush. They give you toothpaste. They give you everything you need for a situation like that. So when you look at those prices, you got to understand how much you're getting. So my ticket to go and come was $800, and that was worth it to me.
Right.
You got to think about it. When you buy a last minute ticket to LA or something like that, that's $500, right?
Right.
And you're flying Frontier or Spirit, you're not getting nothing. But when you're going to Dubai and it's 14 hours, you're getting every single thing you need, and it's coach. It's coach. So there's no reason why.
Is there a first class on that plane or no?
They
Everybody's
have
first.
first
They
class.
do?
It's like $2,000.
Right.
And they have like their individual beds or whatever. But for me and coach, like I can put my seat all the way back.
Right.
And be great.
Right.
So for me, it was great. It was great. So bringing that up, I would definitely suggest to my people, fucking travel. Like get out of America. Get out of Miami and New York and Atlanta and something. That's not traveling. You know what I'm saying? Traveling is going to a different country and learning different cultures. Like I did not meet one person from the same place.
But friends always get together and they say, "Oh, let's go to Dubai for my birthday, my 40th, my 35th." How did it actually come together with
my
your
best friend was turning 40. Her birthday is in April, and she said I wanted to do Dubai. My other best friend who lives in New York, she's turning 40 in September. We're doing Italy. My birthday in November, I'm turning 40. We're going to Ghana. Travel the fucking world.
But how do you actually make sure that your friends follow the, okay, did you get your plane ticket? Did you get the days off?
No. This is what it is. This is how much it is. This is how much it is for the plane fare. This is how much it is for the hotel. This is how much it is for the excursions.
Right.
And this is the deadline.
Okay.
And I give you ample time. 2-3 months.
Right.
If you don't have your money within them 2-3 months, then you don't want to go. But if you really want to go and you really want to experience different aspects of life, different culture, different experience, you're going to make sure you have your money. Yeah?
Right.
And if you don't, that's fine.
Right.
I give you one reminder.
You're the term aspects of life. Travel early.
Okay, so my biggest thing, definitely, I've talked about this all the time on the show, is I'm not even going to, let's say, at California. I'm not even going to California without my man. What the hell is there to do?
A lot.
Okay, so like what? Let me know. What is there to do? What is there to do without your man in Dubai?
In Dubai?
Absolutely.
I have the plate. So I didn't have a man with me in Dubai, obviously.
And nobody had their man with them?
Nobody had their man. It was 5 women who went. We went to the mosque, which is a holy place, and we learned about the Muslim culture and how they pray and how they do whatever. We did the dirt biking and the henna and the whole experience on that aspect.
And so I heard you weren't allowed to drink there. You can drink there.
You can definitely drink there, but it's not. It's frowned upon to a point.
Okay.
So based on where you are, like our hotel, we stayed at the Rio. It's all inclusive. You can drink until 3 a.m., but we couldn't take the liquor back to our room, which I thought was super stupid. But I mean, they have their rules. But you got to understand, Dubai is the second country with the less violence.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So all that drinking in a day, you go back to your room, you don't even have liquor.
No.
So
Rio in Jamaica, you have the liquor dispensaries in your room. You have rum, vodka, or whatever in your room. In Dubai, you don't have that.
And so you're in the room.
Dubai, if you get caught smoking marijuana, you're doing 5 years in prison.
Really? Wow. So all that liquor.
Yes, get to the point where you're going.
And all these women. And you get back to your room and you're like nice, and what do you do? Masturbate?
I mean, you do whatever you want to do, but no one was complaining about it.
Did you masturbate?
One night, did I masturbate in Dubai? Yeah, I did. It was great.
So what?
It was great. So you brought your toys with you, or you?
No, I didn't bring any toys because if you have toys in your bag, they can lock you up for that.
Oh, really?
Toys.
They lock you up for toys?
Yeah.
In Dubai?
Toys, gummies, any of that. Yeah, I don't need. Do you need toys to masturbate?
No, you don't. But I was just wondering if, like.
Right. Ain't no rose. You don't need no fucking rose.
Yeah.
Do what you do and get it and go to fuck to sleep. Period.
But wouldn't you have preferred, like, a man being there? Like, you spend all that money and time and like that.
But I don't need it. I don't need a man to please myself, and that's what
not
women
to please
need to
yourself.
understand.
The trip, the whole.
It felt
Dubai.
good doing it by myself.
No,
it felt
I'm
good.
talking about the 14 hours on the
she
plane.
said
It felt good being able to do all of that on my own.
And sometimes it's
Coming
not about
and going, baby.
No, I seriously lost a friendship because I would not go to Hawaii. She was getting married in Hawaii. And I'm like, I'm not going to Hawaii. I have no man. That's at the time. That's a couple years ago. I'm like, I'm not going to Hawaii, and I don't have nobody to go with me. Like,
you don't need anyone to go with you.
Okay,
That's the perspective that us women need to get out of. We don't need anyone to go with us anywhere. We don't need anyone to fulfill our needs.
Right.
We don't need that. You can go to Dubai by yourself and have the same experience that I had.
So let me ask about that. Hold on. Let me ask a question now. So how long were you there?
I was there for a week.
A week. Okay. So she wasn't there no month.
a week is a long time.
Yes, but remember there's traveling days. There's going out to actually see the sights.
No, a week is a long time for me.
No, I'm just saying. There is times where people just want to see sights.
Right.
You don't have to have somebody to see the sights. And those experiences are probably worth more than even, I mean, you would like to have somebody there. But our friends is a substitute. That's why these girl trips, she's not going there by herself.
Okay, well, the difference is, Tony and
She can't hear.
she can hear me. They can't hear me.
No, what I'm
they
saying.
Can't hear Tony.
Let me answer the question. You're saying, remember the idea was that this is a girl's trip. But she was
No,
going,
that's my point. I'm getting to that point is that if everybody's single, it makes the girl trip different, right? But if somebody left their man at home, or 2 or 3 people, man is at home, it changes the girl trip.
I think every trip, whether it's a girl's trip, guys, they might try, go out and have a nice time or whatever the case may be. It don't have to be
So
simple.
excited about this.
It doesn't have to. The idea say a man to carry a woman at all times.
Thank you.
Doesn't have to be because sometimes the environment.
If everybody is single, it's different.
No, because everybody can't be single. So me go mad because you have somebody that may have
so
nobody.
was everybody single?
Intern, call him intern. Yeah.
Okay, Toni Ann, was everybody single?
No.
Everybody's not going to be single every time in the world. Never.
How can we make sure we call Toni Ann, but everybody don't say Shelly Simone? They say Shelly or Simone. Why is that?
And I prefer Toni. I hate Toni Ann.
Really?
Oh, really?
I hate it.
And I prefer Simone. I hate.
Stop it.
Okay. Just to make sure that listen. I never know that. So
Yeah, that's something new.
I did not know.
Yeah.
All this time,
I told you before, Ting. And you continue to put Toni Ann on every flyer that I do anything for you on, and it's okay. I've just learned to accept that you don't like anything other than Toni Ann, and that's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
Sorry.
No hard feelings.
Going forward, I will make sure that I correct that.
I prefer Blair Rich.
Blair Rich is good too. Blair Rich is fire, actually.
Yeah. So
You lucky for that last name. You hit the jackpot with that last name,
Hey.
Tony. Tony, I can't say the
so
other
Tony,
word anymore.
when we do girl farm, right?
Yo, gal farm is so right.
Well,
Right. That's this year, 2022, gal farm live. I don't give a fuck. Who got shit done about that? I don't care what your date is. Who got a date? And that's the next thing. We talk about this.
But they can hear you over there by your station too, Tony.
Come on, they're right. This is my thing, okay? When I let me get my But this is my thing. I did my first concert. Okay. When I did my first Movado show, every single promoter in Orlando that I knew personally, I called them.
What's this?
It's the same.
Oh, really?
Every promoter in Orlando that I knew at that time, I called them, told them what my plan was, and asked for their blessing. Not to step on anyone's toes, to make sure that they knew what I was doing, the date that I was doing it. Give me your blessing. From Charmaine to Bushy, to Jeffrey Michael, to every single promoter in my mind that I could think of at that time, I called them personally and asked for their blessing for my first concert. Yeah? And I feel like that's what people need to do these days. I do a concert every 2 years. Since I've had Kobe, my daughter, I love her. You know her, you love her too. I haven't done anything because I wanted to spend time with my child. And I wanted to make sure she had the best of me and I didn't really have to, be all over the place in terms to her. But I feel like these days, people don't respect each other. And I feel like a lot of the veteran promoters feel entitled to the fact that they are veterans, and they don't give the youths who are coming in looking up to them, asking for their blessing, okay? The proper way that they're supposed to. They don't get it. Oh, I'm idea that in a business, I'm idea. But when you're dead, come your dead flop, and then what? What I mean? What does that mean? So I feel like as a veteran in the game, you should give your blessing to those who are trying to come and do it the right way. Those who are serious about what they're doing, guide them. Tell them what to do. Give them the advice that you didn't get to not lose money, not to make those mistakes. That's what you need to do, opposed to saying, oh, I'm idea time. This me I do when you're fucking dead flop and you know, like don't do that. Anyone could call me and ask me, hey T, how do you do this? How do you do that? I will tell them with no qualm at all. This is what you do, this is what you don't do. And run with it. Be great with it. But I hate the fact that some of these people who's been doing parties for 20 years, 30 years, feel like it's all about you. And it's not. Pick a lane and stick to it. Pick a lane and stick to it. And teach the people who are coming up and let them look up to you a certain type of way so where they can be great and they can feel confident in themselves. So they don't have a flop show. If I can say, you know what? This person and this person and this promoter helped me do this and this is why I'm great. I would love to say that. But if I have to be like, you know, my party ain't do right but I did ask this person and this person and this person and they ain't want to help me. What does that say about you? What does that say about you?
Buying, like, so when you're having a party, you got to go to this person, that, and buy bottles and buy, like, how do you feel about that?
If I can't afford it, I can't afford it. But I came.
Right.
I came.
Right.
My presence should be good enough. Mm-hmm. Not the fact of what I can spend. Because enough of them people money, I scam my money.
Right. Working hard.
Enough of these people money, enough of them money.
Right.
Okay? So me, who works 9 to 5 and has all these other things that I'm trying to do, I can't afford to spend $200 to go to somebody's party every weekend. And anybody who can really do that, they not a real person. And I'm sorry, judge your mama. Mm-hmm. But when you really calculate that, if I go to somebody's party every weekend, twice a weekend, mm-hmm. I'm spending $400 one weekend. $400 times 4 is what? 16. That's somebody's rent. You got me fucked up.
Right.
You.
Right.
Them can't get a place where you're there.
No, you couldn't even get a place where I work.
Them close. Right.
Not even close. You can get a 1-bedroom for $1,700 at my apartment community.
No, what I'm saying is that if they're spending that kind of money, they can get something.
So, and that's just your leisure. That's not your responsibility.
Right.
So we got to be realistic, you know? So if somebody comes to my party, I love that you just came to my party. And if you buy a Heineken, I love you for buying that Heineken. Right. If you buy a bottle of champagne, I love you for buying that bottle of champagne. But right. I'm not going to talk shit about you for buying a bottle of Heineken.
Right.
One bottle instead of 5.
Exactly. Right. That's what you can afford.
Right.
This is what I can afford, and this is what I'm coming to bring to the table to support you. Mm-hmm. Be appreciative of that. And I hear so many talk, oh, them coming to a party and I'll just buy a Heineken. After I paid to come in, that's all I can afford. But I'm here, and that's still not good enough for you. So what do you expect me to do? I'd rather just stay home. I'm going to just stay home. I'm not going to come to your shit. The thing is the support. And you did it. Yeah. Right? And even if I can't go, like there's plenty of weekends I can't go. It's my weekend to keep Kobe versus her dad's weekend to keep Kobe. I can't come this weekend, but I'll shout you out and I'll repost your flyer. And some people look at that as, well, she just reposted my flyer. we gotta get out of that mentality. That shit is just sickening to me. And it makes me not want to go anywhere. It makes me not want to go anywhere. And when I see certain promoters or certain people say certain things like that, God, please, I will not go to your party. I will not.
So on a lighter note, Toni, what person, if you call them, they're gonna answer the phone for you no matter what? That's like your backbone.
I have 3 best friends. Misha. Knew her since I was 15 years old. Peter Gay. He lives in New York right now. Knew her since I was 15 years old. Sebla. Met her when I was 18 years old. There's nothing that I can go through or need them for, and they are not there for me. And longevity in those relationships speaks volumes.
Was that the Dubai ladies?
Yes. There's so many people who are friends today and enemies tomorrow, and that makes no sense.
Right.
So they were never your friends to begin with. They were never your friends.
And so if you call them right down, they're gonna answer.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Okay. You know what? They might be fucking. So I don't want to put them on the spot.
Let's see.
11 o'clock? Oh, the blood slide, let's go. Look, tell me what. What a pause. We're gonna see. Which one is this?
We ain't gonna say.
We're not gonna say. All right.
Okay.
What are the 3 of them gonna answer?
Okay.
One of the 3 gonna answer for sure. Let's start with her.
All right.
Answer, bitches.
Phone is ringing. As a matter of fact, it's a part
Ain't no Wi-Fi, so she might not get it.
it's a ring.
Got
Yeah, what?
Wi-Fi?
It's in the time now. 11 o'clock, you know.
That's late.
Late. What the hell is she talking about? So, Shelly, if I see your phone a ring and now I'm about to answer it.
Call your friend, Shelly. We it's this friend for friend.
Okay, you want to see what friend I can call?
Friend for friend. Yes.
I'm our only friend. So
Yeah.
You got another friend.
My friend is only here.
You can't. Go on, call me, go answer.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Call me, I'm answering it to her. So that, why you...
Hey, friend!
Oh, my friend answer.
Yes.
Friend answer. All right, your answer, friend. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my best friend, so she gonna answer.
You win,
and make
you
sure.
win,
So
you win.
we had a contest. Can you call your best friend right now? And she answer you. If she don't answer, then she's your best friend. My baby answered me. Look, see,
yes.
okay,
Right.
see,
Say hello to the camera.
hey to the camera.
Your answer.
Okay.
You's a real friend, you know. Big up
Yes.
about you.
Exactly. She gonna see by
Listen,
me.
at 11
okay?
o'clock, not a lot of people answer the phone at 11 o'clock, you know.
She already know. She calling me this late. What's going on? And if she's you know, she'll be like, shut up, don't say nothing.
She's a bestie. She is a bestie.
So, are you tuned into the show right now? Are you watching Tony right now live?
I'm actually working. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, well, watch the show when it's done.
Have a good night.
But bless, thanks for being a great friend. Who is a great person, is a great friend. Big up yourself.
Yes, friend.
We're
Thank
in
you.
tacos. You're missing the tacos.
I'm trying to get her to come tonight too.
Tacos. She probably had a million of them.
Yeah, she's
She's all tacoed out.
Working. I have to finish.
What a question. Which kind is your favorite? The chicken, the beef, the fish? The beef?
I like beef.
Okay, all right.
Can you ask her a question that you asked me tonight, Shelly?
Which one?
Here, Misha.
Have you ever dated a woman? Have you ever dated a man that had a wife?
No.
No. Okay, so what was the other question?
Dated or had sex with us different.
No. Did you go to Dubai? Did you go to Dubai?
I did go to
Put her by the microphone. Put her by the
was her
microphone.
birthday.
So you went to Dubai. It was your birthday. What did you do without a man the whole time? Did you masturbate?
That's normal. Sorry.
She said that's a regular. That's a
Dubai
regular thing.
or no Dubai, we about to be straight.
I don't want to masturbate in Dubai. No way. Hell
Trust
no.
me, you want to masturbate
I know.
in Dubai.
I want to go. I want my man. I want a man. My man to be there in Dubai.
Shelly.
Shelly's not going nowhere because if brother can't go, she not go.
Nope.
That don't make no sense.
Shelly.
Just go.
No, I'm not saying I'd never masturbated or I wouldn't masturbate. I'm just saying in Dubai, I don't want to masturbate in Dubai. I want to have sex
You
in
would
Dubai.
definitely masturbate.
I would, but I don't want to.
You don't want to, but you would.
But why would I want to go spend so much money to masturbate?
It's
That's
great.
a no.
I mean, you're not going to masturbate. You're going to enjoy it.
No, I want
Hold on. What you say, Mimi?
No, I mean, but that means everywhere you go, you gotta take your man. You need some time.
Absolutely. Everywhere I gotta take it
She
with
don't
me.
want to meet nobody. She just want to hang on to him. When night time come, she have a little teddy bear.
Yes.
That's all she wants. Like, you know, must have remember.
No. At my age, listen, honey. If when I marry you, I don't want to bring you everywhere with me. I didn't need to be married to you. At 20-something, 30-something, yeah, I want to leave your ass home. I want to go to school.
No, but you need space. That's how you grow to want each other. Even
No,
more.
I don't want no space. I'm not having fun if we in space. It's not fun to me. It's not fun to me.
She's an old geezer. That's I born in my brother.
I'm not having fun until we have fun outside. Then we go home and talk about the fun we had, what we saw, the excursions we did, how fun it was, just like a friend.
Listen, I need that man to have pictures and videos in his phone when he wasn't there of me enjoying myself by myself.
No.
He will want you even more, baby.
Oh no, he wouldn't. Not mine.
Well, I don't know what you got.
No, he don't want to see me not with him. Girl, no, hell no.
Why he keep putting the bomb on?
Greece. Next year, you need a man.
Greece.
Greece, you need a man. See,
Greece
she
will be
said
couples.
Greece, we doing that.
You need a man.
I'm going to Greece
so
too.
Greece
I
is a
would go to
couples
Greece.
retreat.
We all
Yeah.
go, we all go to
Greece,
Greece.
Italy.
More intimate, you know? It's more intimate type thing. But every trip is not a couple's trip.
Dubai is definitely couples.
You go with your
Dubai
friend,
is definitely not a couple's trip.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Really? Because you're meditating and praying?
We didn't meditate or pray, bitch.
You went to the mosque there.
We just went and saw it and enjoyed it for those 4 hours and went on about our business and went back and drank and did what we did. It wasn't about that. Trust me. You don't need no man for Dubai. You don't need a man for anything, Shelly.
Did you guys have like a threesome orgy together?
Absolutely
Or
not.
fivesome? I don't know.
No, we did. She asked if we had a threesome together or a fivesome. Oh my God! Like no, I saw no pussy the whole
Everybody
weekend.
finds it fine to be,
No,
I'm just saying.
not at all.
Listen.
Tony knows that these women out there, that's what they do. So there's nothing wrong with me.
But
asking
you
them, that's
don't
what they do.
have to do that. You don't
Right.
need that.
You don't have to, but I'm just saying they do.
I mean,
they
to
do
each his
that.
own.
Right.
But
to each their own.
I went to Dubai with Jesus Christ, with expectations to enjoy the city and learn the culture and experience new things.
Listen,
Sex
trust me.
really wasn't even on my mind at all.
Trust me. I scroll a lot, and I just I really don't have time to I seen Tony in Dubai. Tony, you know that. I don't know, but I'm like, damn.
And I ain't have no man.
I'm like, Tony's in Dubai.
Time is
I had to
running,
click
sir.
like.
Time
Yes.
running.
What time is it? What time is it
main
over?
question.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock.
You had a main question to ask Tony about taking pictures. Let's get to that.
Oh, you have a question for me?
Thank you for reminding me.
Because time has been intern.
Tony and Tony.
Tony, yes.
Your pictures are like A plus. So I want you to teach me how to take those pictures.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna get my lip gloss on. I'm gonna fix up a little bit. And I wanna you're gonna teach me how to take those pictures that
Yeah, you gotta care about it.
So here's the situation
Yeah.
now. When we take the pictures here, I said, Shirley, take a picture now. She looks stiff. It's like we're fighting to take a picture. And then she says she doesn't like it, right? So I said, I don't know what you like. Then
What's
let's take a
1,000
picture and
pictures
smile.
before I like it?
So we have to take about 1,000,000 pictures for her to take like one. I'm asking Bridget. She said, well, you know, Tony's going to be here, so guess what? You're going to teach me. I said, all right. So
Yeah,
that's
I'll
why I'm
definitely.
here.
I'll show you and I'll teach you and I'll show you how to edit them. But it's very easy.
Yo, you make it
So-
look easy. You damn sure making that shit look
So
easy.
go over there for a minute. Go over
Okay.
here so the camera can slide.
Can I get my lip gloss?
No, go behind. Go.
My lipstick brings all the boys to the yard.
So people,
It's gonna be with.
we have another 5 minutes, because I know the intern
He's gonna meet me.
and time is against us right
Yes.
now. So what we need to find out from Tony right now, because Tony was a great model. He's probably still, he's still
Yes.
doing modeling. No,
He
you're not.
still takes those pictures, and those pictures are still fire.
Right. So how do you know how to look into the camera and get the best out of the picture?
Main point, right? Main point.
What's she gonna tell everybody? She just need to tell me.
No. So say the lens.
Look into the lens.
You have to look into it like you're looking into someone's soul.
Ooh.
So right here is the lens, and I'm going to look.
Ooh, wee. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
You can't look nowhere else. You can't be like,
Right.
you gotta be authoritative. That's how you gotta be with your niggas too. Or your niggas. Or
Right.
Brother.
brother. No, fuck that.
He don't worry. He said nigga because he said nigga in the clash.
Oh my
Let's talk about the clash. So let's not forget about the clash thing.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna have time to talk about the
Are
clash.
you ready?
Okay, I got my lipstick on.
Because I know you're flopping.
Okay, so where am I gonna do it? On this camera here?
Over here.
Okay. No, I gotta get up.
Okay. Come on.
Okay.
What you gonna say?
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't mind
All right.
No, but I can't see if it's good though.
All right.
Okay, so here we go.
But she says, look.
No, Tony, you gotta guide me through that.
Go over this. Yeah.
Where
Come
we
over
going?
here. Come over here.
Come here, let me show
Okay.
you something.
Intern. Fix the light over here. Fix the light.
Okay, there we go.
Fix the light. Fix the light. Hold on. Let the intern fix the lighting on the camera over here.
Here, hold it.
Make sure I don't have none of that taco in my teeth. Do I have taco in my teeth?
I'm gonna turn the camera around.
Okay. I want taco in my teeth. But I'm not smiling anyway when I'm on teeth. So tell me how to look.
Look dead in that lens.
But what about my facial expressions?
No, facial expression just.
How do I get it formed right?
Deep breath. And turn and look.
Hmm?
Take a deep breath.
Deep breath. Lean in. Blood.
I was all into it. I was really into it.
Go back over to the side. Go down. Let's keep it up.
Okay. Deep breath.
Right this way.
Deep breath.
Oh my God.
Deep breath. Look into the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. No.
Put your shoulders down.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath now.
Take a deep breath.
Deep breath.
People, anybody believe in that? What's going on?
Why you say me? Hold on. Why you say me? You might believe what's going on.
Reggie, you're flop.
You did good though, Shelby.
No,
I'm learning. It's my second day.
That flop. Sit back down at your table, Carl. Sit back down at that blood clot table. People.
That was funny. I loved it. I'm gonna learn from that. That was a good lesson, though. I got the idea.
Okay.
Look into the camera.
Tony, go run a your chop shop, you know. Remember, said that your place that, you know. Yes.
I took off my chef coat. I'm done.
Okay. So,
we need
people.
more tacos?
So tell them how they can get a hold of if they want more. Yeah.
So you can reach me, Blair Flair Eats on Instagram at Blair Flair FLARE Eats on Instagram. That is the same spelling for my website. You can reach me at 407-280-0053. If you call me for anything other than catering, I will not answer. So please do not. Okay. But I am here to customize your menu any way you see fit. So reach out to me. And regardless of what I tell you, you know how to reach out to me. This is your girl, Toni Blair. Blair Rich, you know who me is and you know what me do. So reach out. I love you guys. Peace, love, happiness, respect. Let's respect each other. Let's love each other. And let's help each other.
Share and subscribe.
Period. Share and subscribe. Pillow Talk each and every single Monday, right, Tessa, at T-Lab, okay? So don't forget, and let's do what we need to do for each other, people.
Tony, and big up yourself, and thanks for forwarding on Pillow Talk. You did a great job. Right. People, make sure you sample our food, you know. Even if you want see if it don't taste good, you still have to go buy it.
Yeah,
right?
And
then once you taste it, they're gonna say, Jano, yeah.
Yes.
Anwar forward, Anwar, where say, all right, you try it? All right, see there, him say yes, him like it.
We could have let him play a game. Let him give
Next week he'll be here.
To play a game?
Next week Anwar will be here, you ask him whatever you want to ask him.
No, he want to ask us questions. Somebody, like he could be the question.
Yeah, we're done, because the intern.
Okay,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so let me say, it's called about Blair Flair. It's live and up going right now. It's Taco Tuesday she deal with, but what about different things? You understand?
Don't forget the Mother's Day. Don't forget.
Mother's Day. Don't forget this weekend is sound system identification.
Yes.
It's Sunday. Saturday night is all about top rankings. You understand? That's and the following weekend is Singer J's party intern. You just run the flyers them fast. You get me? I said top ranking is this Saturday. The sound system is Sunday. The following week is Saturday night is brother Stinger J's party. Friday night, sorry. And Anwar will be here next week, on Monday. You can talk to Kian TM live and Anwar go on. So Shelly, we get robbed on the clash, but we win on the clash.
Yeah.
But we didn't have time to talk about that because we have
next week we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
guys, please subscribe, like, comment, and share the live.